Hello. It is Friday, and Chuck and I are celebrating our anniversary tonight. Early. Our anniversary is actually Tuesday, but we always celebrate on the weekend around it. So we're going out to dinner tonight. We are going to Del Frisco's in Southlake. I've never been. Got my nice little polka dot dress on, got my hair up, which is typical for me to have my hair up. I'm getting it colored on Wednesday, so it'll be nice and fresh for when I go down for Mom's weekend. Let's see, what else? I went to my mom's today. We got her entire closet cleaned, like everything, either trash, donate, or keep. And then I was able to start taking some of the keep clothes out of my old bedroom and put them in her closet because we had room. See, I took out 3 donation bags today and 2 big bags of trash, so it was a productive day. Got some books ready to donate. So when I go back over there next Thursday, I'm going to continue to get her keep pile out of what was my old bedroom into her closet. And then we are going to tackle my father's closet. Same thing, keep, donate, trash. I'm really hoping that it's not all of my dad's clothes. I really did think, hey, Vanessa, that she had gotten my dad's clothes out of the house, but she's been sneaky because I've been finding my dad's clothes all interlaced through hers. So, I don't know what we're going to find in my dad's closet, but my plan is to get all of her clothes into those 2 closets in her room so that she doesn't just have them hanging in racks everywhere. But it's been kind of, she does really well for a while, then all of a sudden it's just like keep. And it doesn't matter if they're like size 16 pants and she's like a size 2-4. And so I'm like, Mom, you're never going to be this size again. We know we need to donate these to somebody that could benefit from them. Okay, you're just getting rid of all my clothes. I'm like, no, Mom, do you see all these clothes? These are yours. You're keeping all these clothes, So, but, I've still got a lot to do in the next few months to get the house, where the kids can move in with her. So, it's a lot. It's just a lot. Okay. But I came home and I just kind of rested because it is mentally taxing what I'm doing with my mom. So I come home and I just relaxed. May have taken a little short nap, but then I decided I needed to shower, I needed to get dressed. For tonight. That's what I'm doing. Okay. Alright. I think that's about good enough. And this contour. There we go. I do like the Jeffree Star concealer. So I'm going to still play with it. It blends fine, so we're just going to keep working with it. Okay. The Storm Sister that I'm reading, it's getting a little bit more interesting. Like, it was kind of predictable. Like, I kind of predicted that this was going to happen. So she's reading the memoirs of what I think is going to become like her great-great-grandparents, the second sister. And it is in the 1930s, and Anna and Hans have left Christiania, like the Norway area, and they've gone to Leipzig, and I think they're going to Germany because he is a music virtuoso and everything, and he got a place at the Leipzig Conservatory, and they got married actually finally. I mean, I really kind of thought he was kind of like jerking her along and was trying to, like get the milk for free from the cow that was living with him. But she stuck to her guns and said, no, you're not going to get that until we get married. And so they ended up getting married. And then he like tells her, and she was warned by so many people. He's a Lothario, he's a cad. He'll use you until, he moves on to the next one. But, in the storytelling, it was like he loved her. He had, he was broke now. His dad had disowned him because he decided not to go into the brewery business with him, and he was going to be a musician. So his dad cut him off, and I thought, well, maybe that was enough to make him change. And so they ended up, they go to Leipzig, and they finally get married. And he comes home, and he's all like, oh, bumming out and everything. And she's like, well, I know you, what's wrong with you? You need to tell me. So he finally fesses up that this rich baroness, this benefactress of the conservatory, wants him to come spend the summer at her and her husband's house in Paris, so she can introduce him to other music and composers, and he can play his original compositions and everything. But he can't take his wife because he never told the Baroness that he was married. I'm like, red flags, so many red flags. And she was like, well, why can't you just tell her now? And he was like, well, because I'm afraid that if I tell her I'm actually married, she's not going to want to be like my mentor, my benefactress anymore. Red flags. And so the wife says, oh, go, this is, perfect for your music career. I'll be fine. You'll come back to me after the end of the summer. So all summer long, she's doing her thing and piddling around and trying to learn to speak German and whatever, but she's getting excited because, the summer's almost over, and she thinks her husband's going to be back. Well, the school year starts, at the conservatory and he's not back yet. So she goes to the conservatory and she finds somebody that like knew her husband, and they're like, oh, well, he only had enough money for 1 year here, and unless they gave him a scholarship, you know, he's not going to be coming back. And she's like dumbfounded. She's like, she had no idea. So he was like not being honest with her at all. And then she goes back to the boarding house that I don't know how she's continued to pay for it because she doesn't have a job. And the woman just basically like says something like to her about her condition. And she's like, what condition? And she's like, you're pregnant. And she's like, so yeah, I saw this coming. So she's pregnant. Her husband done left her in the 1930s. So we'll see how else it goes. I've got about 15 more chapters to go. And Murder in the Marsh, I picked it back up. She's interviewing people about this professor's death or murder on the campus. But it really hadn't gone anywhere. Like, I think the first person she interviewed is definitely hiding something. But for some reason, the police seem to think that she's a target of this murderer also because of the little voodoo type doll that she and the murder victim received. I don't know. Haven't gotten that far into it. But I'm gonna do an eye look. I did it yesterday. We went out to dinner with friends last night, and I like the way the eye look came out. I did it in blues, but I'm going to do it in blacks and grays today. So I'm going to be using my Cremation palette by Jeffree Star. I'll fix this one. I didn't like that one. I got most of the baseboards painted, so we can get those in. I think we're gonna go another place tomorrow morning after the staff gets here and see if we can find any rugs that I like. Tomorrow I will get the other 3 baseboards painted. And that'll be all the baseboards. So by Sunday, they'll be ready to definitely install. And then once we get the baseboards installed, we can put the furniture in. So that's really what I want the rugs for, because I'd like to place the dining room table on the rug. And then my daughter will be in town 1 week from today, and so I'd really like to get all the dining room chairs and rocking chairs out of the upstairs and back where they belong. That's the main thing. All right. Do this. All right. Okay. So here's, if y'all don't remember, cremated. It's all the grays tone. So I'm going to start with black, which is Hearse. And I'm going to take it on a small stipple brush. And I'm just going to go right here. Okay. Then I'm going to take, oh, I'm not finished with black. Now I'm going to take a gray and go in with Rest in Peace, or RIP. And a lighter gray. I'm going into Life Insurance. Oh, I forgot over here. Hang on. This is RIP. What you do on the top, you got to do on the bottom. Now, Life Insurance. And then I'm going to take another color. I'm going to go into Casket Ready. And get right there. Go, because I forgot lap insurance on the inside. And here we are with casket ready on the inside. And then you need to go back and firm it all up. So like right here where it got a little unshaped, you want to just make that line pretty. This one stayed pretty good. And then this is RIP. This one is life insurance. And see, it all, like, it blends. Super pigment, but the blend is seamless. And then we'll do casket ready, just a few little spots up here. And then I'm going to use a shimmer. But I really like the way that looks. There's only one shimmer, well, there's 3 shimmers in here, but only one that I really want to use. And it is called Diamond Ashes. And I'm going to just press it into casket ready. Okay. Looks kind of pretty. Okay. I need blush, illuminator, and lips, and eyelashes. Okay. All right. Balin. I think I'm feeling that color. All right, let's put on some eyelashes. Just pulled off a couple of these. Let's snip it. Okay. Okay. Got that. Okay, I'm going to snip this one too. All right. It's a pretty color. It's one of my new metal lipsticks. Okay. That's it. Okay. That's complete. So when Chuck gets home, he'll change and then we'll head out. Y'all have a great day. Thanks for watching.